wow.
How do we start these?
I don't even know if we can say welcome back to What a Life.
Welcome to What a Life.
Welcome to What a Life at this point. I don't know how long it's been since we had an episode up. Maybe February? Wait, why do I feel like we're making a YouTube apology video?
We're so sorry for what we did.
Yeah, it's been a while. We've been going through a lot.
It was after February. I think it was like March or April. Because we recorded and then we posted it months later.
Yeah, something like that. But we're back, kind of.
Ish, not really.
Yeah, not really. We were like, maybe we can get something out just before the first wedding. And then before the second wedding, something out. And then after that, we'll see where life takes us. It's been quite busy, to say the least.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start with this video.
I know, we didn't. We should have like planned what we were gonna say.
I know. Jalen did put up a little question box, and some of you guys.
But okay, no. The only thing people wanted to know about was the weddings. That's
true. It was the only wedding.
Other than me.
Yeah.
I added questions.
Yeah. So
I feel like we should focus on you in this.
Why me?
Because your wedding's coming up closer, so I feel like this is like your time to shine.
I feel like I can say how many days we're out, because by the time we get this up, it's either gonna be literally days before or way after. So when we're recording this, it's 14 days until the wedding. My brain can't process. Like, it's been slowly hitting me, I think, and I think I'm starting to get closer to the point that I'm getting married. Like up until this point, it's just been like, oh, wedding planning. It's been like a whirlwind.
But like now it's like,
but now it's like,
I think wedding planning. It's like, yeah, I'm getting married.
Yeah, I think I'm like getting nervous now to where I'm just like, oh wait, it's happening. Like all of my planning is gonna be put to the test. Like that's what it feels like. It kind of feels like a test of like my planning. I don't know. Whoa! Did our lighting just get better?
I don't know. Let's see.
She's professional.
Oh, that is a little bit better.
This is the definition of a YouTube apology. So, where do we want to start here? This is a lot.
I don't know. Where did we leave off?
I don't know where we
haven't talked about. We didn't talk about the engagements. We didn't talk about the proposal stories. We didn't talk about anything.
All right, so basically, this is just a rundown of everything that's happened in our lives the past year. This is all weddings.
This is so
all weddings. So get your snack, get your drink, whatever you want to do. Put the Bluetooth on in the car and let's go. So, engagements.
Yeah, you're first.
Well, we did post our engagement videos.
The videos,
so
that's true.
You
so
did
like,
kind of see a
those.
glimpse into our engagements. There's not really too much to share about that.
And you had like, the video before, like if you knew or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess
and you put like a small one in yours too. So you did kind of get to see a little bit about the engagement. So I don't think there's much to talk about the engagements. Yeah, I think we should everything. So kind of moving on after that, I feel like bridal showers would come next, right? Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we did go dress shopping, obviously. We didn't post that video yet. I
was just like, I got a new tattoo.
Letting me know on the podcast. No, we're going strong.
Okay, sorry.
We went dress shopping. I tried on a total of 10 dresses.
You only tried on 10 dresses?
Yeah. How many did you try on?
I have no idea.
I forgot. I think
I tried on more than that.
Maybe like 15.
Yeah.
Around that. But we did find our dresses. You will see
Thank
those.
goodness her wedding's in 14 days.
Imagine I didn't. At this point,
our mom's just like,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I just forgot something big like that. But yes, we have our dresses. You'll obviously see those when we share pictures of that. But how was dress shopping for you?
It was fun.
It was good.
I didn't know what I wanted at all going into it, so I just tried on everything. And then the one dress that like I was like, this is what I want. Like, I feel like I probably shouldn't say. Wait, cut that out. Don't listen, Hunter. The one dress that I thought I would like, I hated. And so that was fun, just trying on. Yeah. I felt like a princess. Yeah. I feel like people, when I listen to other people talk about their wedding experiences and trying on dresses and everything, it's like when you grow up and Christmas isn't as special anymore. That sounds really bad. Yeah. But like, you kind of have in your head this idea of like wedding dress shopping. It's gonna be magical. You're gonna cry when you find that dress. And that was not the case. Exactly like that. And I kind of was like, is something wrong with me? Because it was the same for me, but I've seen people like on YouTube who have that.
Yeah.
But it's not.
And I don't know why. I think it was just like, I just went into it. I was like, I don't know if I'm going to find something. I'm not really having like crazy high expectations for it. I don't know. And then it took me a while to get used to like, that this was my dress. Like, I wasn't like, I put the dress on and I was like, oh, this is my dress. I'm done. It kind of, I had to like, think about it a little bit, go back, look at pictures. So I didn't have that moment where I like cried and knew, but now I love my dress. So I know, it's good. But yeah, we're just sharing that because we did not have the same experience as some people did.
What I did is I had to make Pinterest boards because I was between two dresses, and then like you like see which one goes better with the vibes of your wedding.
Yeah.
Which like honestly, looking back, I could have gone with either and have been like so happy.
Yeah.
So
that's what I decided too. Like looking back at pictures, I was like, oh wait, I still would have been happy with like the other, my second favorite option too. So it kind of, it's just like, I don't know. It's what you make it. It's not like it has to be this big thing. But yeah, your dress is all altered and ready to go, right?
My dress is all
She could get married like tomorrow.
I could if I wanted to.
But yeah, my dress was off the rack and it was 4 sizes too big, 5 sizes too big. I think we almost gave the tailor a heart attack when we walked in with it. And she was like, I'm sorry, we have to take this down 5 sizes. And we were like, yeah, sorry. It was... I think I went in 3 times, but I mean it fit, so.
Mine was my size, essentially.
Good. Yeah, hers was meant to be. It was her size.
It was mine. It was made for me, as they say.
But yeah, so that was wedding dress shopping, and then bridal showers. Jalen's bridal shower is actually this weekend in like 2 days, I think. So that's gonna be so fun and exciting.
And I can't even like talk about it because I haven't planned it. I don't know anything. I know the food.
Yeah.
That's all. So.
Yeah.
But I'm excited.
Which is funny because we thought that like you would be one that was like, I want to have a part in planning everything, and she's like, no, don't tell me anything. And so it's fun because we get to.
I'm like the complete opposite type of bride that people thought I was gonna be, and it's so funny. Like my mom thought I was gonna be like, oh, like so like strict and like bridezilla pretty much. Yeah. But I feel like I'm so chill. Maybe leading up to it, I'll get more. Yeah. The only thing that I'm a little is the schedule because I want to fit everything in. Especially because I only have my photographer for a certain amount of time. I had a meeting with Pencil and he was like, oh yeah, my ceremonies are 40 minutes. I was like, I'm sorry. He's officiating. And I was like, I'm sorry, 40 minutes. I had scheduled max 30. So even 10 minutes can throw off a schedule, people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's something I've kind of been oblivious about. Like, I've made schedules and stuff,
I'm
but...
glad for you.
Yeah, because people are I'm like trying not to get stressed about it, I think, because I've had a lot of people tell me like, oh, the wedding day schedules always go longer than you expected. You have to be flexible. It never goes according to plan. So I'm trying not to stress myself out in that sense where I'm just like, whatever happens, happens.
Do you like, are there like pictures that you really want or like?
See, that's another thing I'm trying.
Because like you're a photographer.
I know, which is hard. And I'm trying to like find that balance between me and like the photographer that's taking the pictures because we've worked with her many times. Like I literally am obsessed with her. I love her so much, and I know she's gonna like create my dream pictures, but it is like I do have things that I want, so I'm trying not to be like, oh, can we do this, I want this, because like I want her to feel like I trust her. But yeah, I'm trying not to like, which actually that's another thing. I haven't been watching videos on YouTube about other people's weddings or like on Pinterest looking because I don't want to compare myself.
I live. That's what I watch every day at work. I've gone through so many wedding planning, my day of vlogs. Yeah. You should watch a day of vlog.
I will watch those. Okay. Not like the people's final wedding videos or like I'm trying not to look a lot on like Pinterest or Instagram because I don't want my expectations to be so high to where then I get mine back and it wasn't like another thing I loved. So
I love day of vlogs.
Yeah, those are
actually
fun.
I woke up
I did learn a lot from those.
I wore like nice pajamas to bed for some reason. I don't really know why. And I woke up and I was like, wow, I'm gonna wake up on my wedding morning in like cute pajamas and just look out the window and be so like, wild. I'm getting married today.
Yeah, the main character moment.
Like a little princess.
So good. But yeah, I don't know. So I'm excited for the pictures. I'm trusting her completely. I know it's gonna be great. But
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it is.
Every time I see my photographer post, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
She's so good.
Yeah. But yeah, we had my bridal shower. It was Mamma Mia theme. We could actually share the theme at yours too. Right?
Yeah. I think it's Cinderella.
Yeah, it's like Cinderella theme.
Once upon a time, Cinderella.
Yes,
it's my favorite movie.
Cute. I can't wait till the pictures are shared from that. It's gonna be so good.
I'm so excited. I don't know what to expect at all.
So good. But yeah.
How was your shower?
My shower was good. It went by so fast, which is another thing, or I'm like, the wedding day I know is gonna go by so fast because it's all that planning. Like, we planned everything for the shower. We sent the invites out. We were like, every day was shower prep. And then it happened, and it was a whirlwind. Because, like, so many people, just, like, from different groups come. Yeah. It's kind of like all your worlds colliding. And you're, like, saying hi to everyone, but you're trying to be in the moment. And then I did have Sam at my shower just because I was a little bit nervous. And I was like, this is my emotional support human for the day. He can help me, like, open gifts and stuff, say hi to people. So, and then I was trying to, like, enjoy the moment with him, and it just went by so fast. Like, it was a blur looking back.
I will say one of my favorite parts about your shower, honestly, was just, like, the planning and, like, setting it up. Yeah. Like, it was so much fun. And then just at the shower, it's kind of like, oh, okay. Now we can I was the scribe, so I wrote down all her gifts. She was. And who got them for her.
So fun. I also didn't eat at my shower. I realized that after. No. And then I was like, oh, my gosh, I'm not going to eat at my wedding.
Eat either.
Yeah. So I'm determined to eat at yours. I'm like, I will eat at Jalen's shower.
There's so many foods that are gonna be there. We have macaroons. I got them to, there's some pesto thing, but usually it has nuts in it. Yeah. But I got them to make it without nuts, so then Hunter and I can have it. I'm so excited.
Yes. Yeah, so that was another thing. And of course it was like all my favorite foods too. Like I literally picked what foods we were having. And
did you eat desserts? Did they take any home?
A little bit. We did take desserts home, and I did eat them later. But yeah, it was just so crazy, but it was great.
Desserts. I didn't eat any of the food, so as long as you got the desserts.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, it was just wraps and stuff.
Yeah, it wasn't anything crazy for me. But like there was fruit,
I heard there was a buffalo chicken wrap though, I was very upset that I didn't get that.
There was a buffalo chicken wrap. But yeah,
I'm sitting so weird.
I don't think so. Am I slouching? I don't know.
It's been a while.
Yeah, and then also the part about opening gifts is funny to me too because I hate opening gifts in front of people because I never know, like, I don't want to give a bad reaction, not because I don't like the gift, just because I don't want them to think that like, she's going to react a certain way and I don't.
You have to open, oh my god!
Yeah, so I was like, am I supposed to like say something about the gift? Am I supposed to just like open it, say thank you? Because it goes so fast at bridal showers because you also don't want to be sitting there
no
for
one wants to be sitting there watching you open gifts.
Yeah, so it's just like one gift, pass it on next, one gift, pass it on next. So I kind of felt bad and then it was a whirlwind, but at the end it was special, like just to like with me and my family afterwards, just like sit at home and like go through the gifts again and like read the cards and just take in the moment. So that was like a really fun time and thing to do afterwards. But yeah, it was crazy. It was a whirlwind bridal shower. So let's see. We had bridal showers. Anything after that?
No.
Now we're just like.
I mean, technically, like you like graduated, like you're done school, right?
I did finish school. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Like that
I did finish school. I officially am not a college student anymore, which is.
We're both not college students.
We never thought this day would come. I cried many times.
I was actually at church yesterday, and Jocelyn and Millie were complaining about school, and I was like, I actually don't have any. And they like both like hated me. Millie punched me.
It is weird because. I don't know, it's like you just go from something that you've done for years, like every day of your life is school and getting it done, and then it's, you don't have to worry about it anymore. And like I still catch myself, like I'll be home and I'll be sitting there and I'm like, wait, I have something due tonight, or like I think I forgot to submit something and I'm forgetting something, and then I'm like, wait.
It's weird. I feel like almost like wedding planning has almost like taken the place of it for now.
Oh, yes.
So where you're like, oh my goodness, I need to be doing something, then you like have to do something for the wedding or whatever. Yeah. Whereas after, I feel like after we're done wedding planning and all that, it's just gonna be like, what the heck do I do with my life? That's what I'm scared for. Yeah. I'm just gonna be like, what do I even do?
Yeah. Which that kind of makes me think of, what are your thoughts on, obviously you have good ones because you're doing it, but getting married so young? I feel like that's something that's always
talked about. What are my thoughts on it?
Yes, because we're 20.
I think it's a money saver.
I think it's a money saver.
Think about it, 2 incomes. Anyway, no, I can see both sides of it. Why people would not agree with it and why people do. But I think it's so special to be able to grow up with somebody, like grow up and grow old with them. And have them for like all the things in life, because otherwise, I mean, like you have your friends, but it's nice to have like that one person who's literally with you all the time. Yeah, you can just like, because when you're young, you're gonna go through a lot of things in your life, and so it's nice to just have that one person, especially for me, because I don't share my emotions with literally anybody. So if I didn't have Hunter, I would probably break. Yeah. So it's nice to have How about you? What are your thoughts?
I agree.
You're getting married younger than me, so.
I know, you're a baby. I feel like my whole thoughts with wedding planning and just wedding and everything as a whole has come in waves. Because, like, there are times where it doesn't hit me and I'm just kind of, like, doing it. It's kind of like school. Like, it's your routine. Yeah. You wake up, you do school. You wake up, you wedding plan, you get stuff into place, and you go to sleep, you wake up, you do it all over again. And then there are days where it hits me and I'm like, wait, I'm, like, 20. I'm, like, actually about to get married and be on my own. Like, obviously, like, we're very blessed to have, like, family and friends and a support system around us to where if we were to, like, go through a rough patch or have something happen, they'd be there to help support us. But it is, like, oh, I'm, like, an adult. Like, I have to do adult things. I'm going to be on my own. Like, eventually kids will come. Like, we're starting our lives together young. And I looked at Sam, I think of, like, last week or something. We were in our apartment and I was like, do you think we'll ever get sick of each other? Like, we're just, like, 20 and 21 and the rest of our lives. I was like, yes. And he, of course, just he was like, no, never. Like, I don't think I'll ever get sick. You know, I was like, nah. It's like, it's gonna happen. But it's just wild. Like, we're gonna be with these people, hopefully, you know what I mean? Like, we're willing nothing bad happens, but it's just crazy. Yeah. Like, the rest of our lives.
There's been so many days where, like, because, like, I come home and I, like, do a lot of the cooking and stuff, so when I get home from work, I don't go to my house, I come here, and so, like, I'll cook dinner, I'll be like, this is gonna be my life forever. Like, I'm actually an adult, like, I'm in charge of my own self. And that's crazy.
Yeah, but that, kind of what you said, like, that is something...
that's something else we did. We got apartments.
Yes, we got apartments.
Sorry, keep going.
No, well, this kind of actually feeds into that, so we can talk about apartments after, but I am, like, super excited, though. I keep on seeing all different things on, like, YouTube or Reels just about, like, being a wife and being young, and then, of course, like, right now, the big thing is, like, the secret life of Mormon wives, and how they were like, we're not going to be your typical Mormon wives taking care of our husbands. So it's, like, that is something I am excited about, though. Like, I am excited to just be a wife. As funny as, and some people may hear that and be like, oh, here we go. But, like, I am excited to just, like, care for a home, like, care for my husband, be able to cook and clean, even though I hate cooking. That's something I'm trying to learn to, like, it'll be interesting. But, like, I am excited to do that and just, like, I don't know. Like, I have a vision and a dream for, like, what I want my future family to be like most people do. So, like, I'm excited to kind of be able to start implementing that. So, that is something that I'm excited to do young.
Yeah, I'm even excited, like, because, like, now, even, like, having jobs and stuff, you're not even home that often to, like, be able, like, for me, like, her apartment is, like, all cutesy and, like, frames and literally this picture that I have is the only thing.
Well, you've only been in here for, like, 3 weeks, right?
It's been, like, 2 months.
2 months?
It's been, like, a month and a half.
I feel like I just went back and counted.
No, we paid rent twice.
Wow.
Anyway, well, I don't know what I was going to say, but I'm excited to have kids because then I'm going to be, like, I told Hunter, I was like, I want to be at home, like, with the kids, and so, like, then I'll just be able to be, like, the stay at home, and I'm excited for that, and I feel like that's not something that, like, people would usually assume, like, a personality like me would be excited about, but, like, I feel like it goes back to also, like, your biblical roots or whatever, like, just, like, wanting to be a wife, and it's okay if, like, you don't want to do that, but, like, when you have that desire, it's, like, so special, and, like, I feel so close to God, almost.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a question. How have you enjoyed the season of engagement?
Again, a blur. Like, truly a blur. And I've been trying to stay present. Like, really, I've been trying to stay present. But it has been so crazy. And I was, like, joking with Jalen at times. Like, we have, like, a sisters group chat. And literally the most out-of-pocket stuff has happened to me. Like, I swear, since getting engaged, it's just been one thing after the next. And it's, like, not even, like... It's, like, the craziest little things. Like, I got dust mites, people. Like, who gets dust mites? Who? Like, who? And I got dust mites all in my room. Like, everywhere. I had to take everything out, which that's another thing. My room's already been turned into my dad's office. So I've literally been... I know, so it's funny. It's funny, but, yeah, I've been, like, on the couch, and my stuff's kind of just been scattered between apartment and the living room and everything, so... It's just been crazy, and I've been trying to stay present and enjoy it, but it's going by so fast. Like, I understand both sides of why people, like, have a little bit of a longer engagement period, and then how people literally are engaged for 3 months.
I wish I had a shorter engagement.
Yeah, because...
So bad.
It's just, you're planning, things get more stressful, things get harder. Like, when you're in that season, as great as it is, but you're just ready to start your lives together, and then you have all of these other things adding stress in, which that's another thing. Like, as we're getting closer, being 2 weeks out, I feel like things have gotten so much more stressful. Like, between Sam and I too, like, Sam and I even, like, we don't get to see each other as much just because, like, he's working a full-time job, I'm working, I'm trying to wedding plan, get stuff ready, we're moving into an apartment, things are just scattered everywhere, and so between us, it's been a lot more stressful, so I am just excited to be able to get married, like, enjoy our honeymoon, just enjoy those, like, few weeks, of it just being us, and, like, not having all the stress around us, just being able to enjoy the moment, but... It's been stressful. Good, but stressful. Like, it hasn't been pure bliss where it's like, head in the clouds, like, engagement season. Like, it hasn't been like that.
No. I would say for us, for the engagement, at least for me, I don't know what Hunter would say, but I honestly, like, if I were to give it percentages, I would be, like, 60-40, 60 being, like, don't like it. Like, it's just been, like, the hardest on us. And we went through, like, a phase where, like, we argued, like, every single day about, like, the most random stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, it was literally just because of, like, all the stress and everything that we're going through. Like, so many changes. He's starting a new job. I'm trying to get in the flow with my new job. We're wedding planning. We're moving. We're figuring everything out. And honestly, like, if you had asked me, like, 3 weeks ago, I'd be like, I hate it. I hate being engaged. It's awful.
Yeah.
But it's, like, also good.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. No. But I get when people say that being engaged was the hardest season of their...
Yeah.
Like,
and I feel like that's, like, important, too, because... I feel like people look at it and they're like, oh, I can't wait to be engaged and everything like that. But yeah, like you said, like, I remember there was, like, a really rough season Sam and I was having. Yeah. And maybe I, like, literally just...
at the same time. Like,
maybe it was.
Like, at the same point in, like, the engagement, like, when you're 3 months into the
I have no idea. But I literally was, like, crying. And I could not put into words what I was feeling. I was just so, like, I was crying so bad. And Sam was like looked at me and he literally was like, are you having second thoughts? And it wasn't that I was having second thoughts of marrying him. It was, I was having second thoughts in the sense where I was like, how, like, right now things seem so crazy. Like, how are we going to do this? Like, it's just so crazy. We're so young. Like, is this going to work? Like, are we going to end up killing each other that first year? But I think that's also important because it's not, like, bad that you kind of sit there and have that time to reflect and, like, have those not doubts of marrying that person, but
it's, like, real.
Yeah, and it happens. It doesn't mean that they're the wrong person for you or you shouldn't get married. It's just, like, you're gonna have those seasons where it's not absolutely amazing and you feel like everything around you is going crazy. So.
And even, like, being engaged, like, brings out different things that, like, didn't before. So, like, you have different discussions and stuff. Like, we were talking and I was like, we have to figure this out or we're gonna have a sucky marriage.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, things like that. Just, like, even talking about those, it's good, but it's bad.
Yeah. And I feel like it's nice, though, too, to, like, get that stuff, like, have that messy time now because it's gonna set us up. Like, we both went through counseling, which, actually, that's another thing. How do you like counseling?
How did I like it?
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did too.
It was so interesting. It was so funny.
Yeah, it was cool to, like, be able to sit down and have those conversations because I was talking to a friend who was like, I don't know, like, counseling, like, I don't know, I've heard a few people tell me, like, oh, you do counseling, like, that's kind of weird. Same. That's your personal life, like, why are you talking to someone about that?
It's not really that personal, though.
It's, like, not. Yeah. We didn't go into any, like, thing that was too personal, and you share as much as you want to share. It's not like you have to, like, tell them everything. But it's obviously helpful if you're having some rough patches. And it caused Sam and I to have discussions about things that we haven't talked about. Like, I thought that we had talked about all the important stuff. Yeah. And then it started conversations where we were like, wait, you think that? Or wait, okay, let's get this solved now before things get crazy, like John said.
Yeah. For us, it was just, like, interesting to see, like, because we did our counseling with a couple who's very similar to us, which is something that we really needed. Because going into it, we knew that our struggle was going to be he lives life on the emotional side and I live life not. And so we knew that that was going to be, like, the biggest struggle. That and then my extrovertedness and his introvertedness. And so we would just talk about it, and it was so nice to hear, like, from, like, someone who's been married for so long. So even if not going into counseling for, like, doing a book or whatever, or just, like, finding a couple that's kind of similar to you just to see how they went through, like, different life experiences. And then you have that bond for when you're in marriage, because it's not even just for before marriage. Like, keep going, like, keep talking to people because you need community around you. And I think that's what I enjoyed most about it, is knowing that they set us up for a foundation of marriage and knowing that we can also go to them in future stuff like that.
Yeah. And I like too, this kind of what you said just made me think of it, kind of on topic, kind of not, but like I heard someone say like any two people can like get married and make it work. You just have to like learn how to communicate, and you have to learn like how to fight well, I guess. Yeah. Granted, there's different situations where two people probably shouldn't be getting married, but no, I agree with like you could have two very different people, like Jalen said, like Hunter's lives more on the emotional side, Jalen doesn't, but if you learn how to communicate and work together, like you can have an incredible marriage and be two very different people. So that's why counseling I really love, because like Sam and I are very different in different ways, and sometimes we would joke about like things that like different ways that we handle things or different ways that we approach things, and I kind of had moments where I was like, oh goodness, like how is this gonna work when we first started dating? But it really just takes like learning how the other person like feels things, and then you guys like work together. And so that's why counseling I think worked really well for us too.
Highly recommend. Even if you don't want to, just try it.
Okay, apartments. We're in Jalen's right now.
This is mine.
So cute. How does it feel to have an apartment?
It was like immediately felt like home.
Yes.
Immediately. Yeah. Like not even we didn't even have anything in, and I was just like, oh dang, I have to go to my like actual house where I sleep now.
Yeah.
And it's like so funny because you're able to like do like whatever you like wanted in your house, like in your apartment. Like my apartment's clean. And that is what I love most about it. Like, and I go home, nothing on my family, but we have 2 dogs and there's 5 people living there.
Yeah.
And so there's literally no possible way for it to be as clean as a little baby apartment with 2 people, no dogs, and we're barely here. And so it's just nice to like, cause I relax in a clean environment. So then going home after I'm here, I'm like, oh crap, there's dog hair.
Yeah. That is one thing my mom will always say, and sometimes it like would drive me crazy because she'd be like, just wait till you have a place of your own, or like they'd make jokes because like when I like live at home, I still live at home, but like I'd like leave clothes out or I'd leave cups out and all of this stuff, but like at my apartment I literally don't do that. And they keep on saying like, oh, it's just like that honeymoon phase, like it's all new, and like I'm like, no, I think I don't know what it is. It's just like having my own place, like you said, like I always clean it. Like every time I'm there, I clean it. Before I leave, I clean it. I make sure things are neat and organized and placed how I want it. And with it just being like Sam and I there to start, like, I don't know, it's just exciting because like we can have things where we want it. We can kind of set up our house rules and the way that we want our house to be. So,
well, also at the same time, like even if I were to leave a cup out, there's not 4 other cups that are also being left out from everybody else in the family. So, like, I'll leave shoes out, but where are the other shoes? There are none. And so it's not, like, cluttery. Yeah. It's just like, oh, I should pick those up.
Yeah.
Dang.
It is, like, funny, too. Not funny, I guess, but I was also talking to a friend who is, like, getting married soon, and they're gonna get an apartment. And it's, like, I would just sit in my apartment sometimes and just, like, be so thankful. Like, if, like I don't know why, it's just made me reflect more. Like, I'll just sit there and I'm like, wow.
You're like, I did this.
Yeah, and like
I got to this point in my life.
Yeah, and like every little thing, like even just looking at the dining room table that I got for $50 off Marketplace that has scuffs all over it, I'm just like I love you. I'm like, like I'm so grateful for like all of the little things. I don't know, it's just like the fact that we are able to have what we have is like a blessing, especially in this economy. It's crazy. And I will say that was another thing that was very nerve-wracking and caused a lot of stress, was like money and how, I mean, like we're young getting married, and people say like this is one of the hardest times to like get houses and apartments, because like rent right now is literally the same as like a mortgage in some senses. So it is a little bit stressful, but we're making it work. God's always providing, which is another thing. It's cool to see all those little times when I literally was so stressed and would like cry because like I don't know how we're gonna do it, and then God would provide the money at the right time, and it's just growing our faith. But
Hannah asked who my favorite bridesmaid is. She is a bridesmaid, and I have 4 others, so we'll not be answering that question.
Ooh.
I also don't have favorites.
Yeah,
I honestly don't even think I could have a favorite.
Of course not. Okay, let's see. Someone said, oh, this is so exciting. It's very exciting. Hunter asked fun moments / events, which we kind of already talked about with like bridal showers. Moving into the apartment was very fun, and just doing that together.
Yeah, I think my favorite part, probably one of my like more fun moments, like having everyone like help move into our apartment, because we had to move in like within one weekend because Hunter was starting a new job. And so we had like all of our families come in and like help us move and put together stuff, and like in that moment my heart felt so full.
Yeah.
And just having everybody in there.
Yeah, it was so fun.
Oh, and then also Wisdom Woman.
That was good,
I did. So I had a group of women come together, like, that are mentors or important in my life. So, like, my mom's and then a couple other women I had come together with the bridesmaids. Hannah actually put it together because I told her, like, once that I wanted to do it. And she was like, okay. And so she did it, and it was so cool. They each brought, like, little bits of wisdom from their marriage. They answered little questions, and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it, and I think everyone should do it. Let's make it a wedding tradition, everyone.
Yes.
Wisdom Woman.
It was awesome. I was very sick that night, so I was trying my best. I was like, this is great, but I feel like I'm about to, like, be sick and die. But it was so good. It was kind of a blur, though, because literally I thought I was going to die. I agree everyone should do it. It was really nice.
Yes, it was really nice.
Someone asked, how's wedding planning and organizing, which we kind of talked about, but there were some other things I thought of too. Okay. Going into wedding planning, I was like, okay, we have tight budget. We're gonna cut a lot of corners, and it's probably just my personality, because Jalen DIY'd a lot and it looks absolutely incredible. Then I tried it and it was not working out, and I ordered a lot of stuff on Amazon, which I found amazing stuff on Amazon. Like, don't discount Amazon for wedding stuff because they have a bunch of stuff. But I did learn that there's some places where if I just like hired someone to do it for me, it helped me out so much to relieve the stress.
What
so
is?
Well, like flowers for one. Yes, the flower guy's name's Jeff. I love Jeff, okay? Jeff's my new best friend. Because I had started out with flowers, because if you don't know, flowers are extremely expensive. One of the most expensive parts about a wedding. And so I was like, I'll just order stuff off Amazon. I don't care if it's fake, because you really can't tell the difference between fake flowers on pictures. It's kind of just in person with everyone. And it just was not looking good. I remember I put the bouquet together and John was like, okay, that's a look. She was like, maybe we can like change some things about it. So I was like, oh, forget it.
Okay, so if you're gonna do fake flowers, I think you need to go into the store and look at flowers and piece them together before buying them. But she just bought them off of Amazon, right?
Yeah, I did.
And that's what I did for like all of my fake florals. I went to the store and like put them together to see like what would go together. And I think that is the difference between why it worked and then hers didn't.
Yeah. And I
the best way possible.
I did not have the time either to like go and do it just because I was trying to finish school.
You also
and
had
I had
school too. I was done school by the time I started like really planning.
Yeah, so sometimes it is a little bit helpful to spend the extra money and maybe cut corners in another area that's not a big deal. Or
like if there's a part that's like really important to you, spend the money on that. That's what I would say.
Yeah, because while like I did have the mindset, I was like, oh, it's just one day, it's not gonna matter in the end.
It's like also an important day.
Exactly. And there are some things, if it's really important to you, you want it to be special, like spend the money on it. It's okay, you only live once, and so just it'll work out.
You know what you can afford. I don't. I spent way too much money, but
that's another thing too. The budget kind of went out the window. It was like, whatever, like we need to do this.
I looked at my budget and was like, I wanted it to be under this.
It's not happening, but it's okay. It's gonna be amazing.
I am so thankful for younger Jalen for being a saver, though. Let me tell you, because I saved my butt off and budgeted since I was 15. Yeah, I'm able to afford the wedding, and I'm so thankful for my younger self.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good piece of advice. That's something I'm trying to tell my sister now too, because when I like got my first job, I think it was like 16 maybe, I did not I wasn't terrible with money, but I also like at that point I wasn't in a relationship or anything. It was just me. I went out and like bought clothes, or I bought this, bought that. I kind of spent money different places because I was earning it for myself, and it felt nice to do that. But I do wish I would have been better about saving, and there are a lot of things I look back on and I was like, okay, did I need 4 of those shirts? No, I wish I had that money now as I'm like wanting to get married, because you never know what's gonna happen in life. So if you're younger and listening, save your money.
Another tip to save money: be single until you find like someone who could be your husband.
Literally, when I'm looking back, I'm like, I would have saved so much money if I just stayed single when I was younger and in high school. So listen up, okay? Reassess before you ask that guy or girl on a date.
When you go into like the relationship, be like, hey, look, I'm budgeting, so I'm not spending money.
Just save it. Which that's also another tip is if you're thinking about buying something, just leave it in the cart for a few days. And that's something that helped me so much. No, like actually, even with wedding stuff, I'm like, plus things go on sale too, which that's another thing. Mm-hmm. Use Facebook Marketplace. If you are planning a wedding and stuff, or even just other things, Facebook Marketplace has been amazing. Granted, it's 50-50. I have had some situations where I'm like, I hate Facebook Marketplace, but I found so many things for the wedding that were like lightly used for someone else's wedding, and I got it for
because like weddings are a thing you can like you buy once, and what are you gonna do with 75 bud faces ever again?
Yeah, and another thing is there's also a lot of people that may locally do like renting stuff. Like I found a great lady that was local that just has a bunch of cheap decor and stuff for wedding days that she rents out for like dirt cheap that I'm doing to save money. So you don't have to buy everything. Like look around, do your research. Don't just go to Amazon. That's my advice.
I got a lot of stuff on Prime Day deals. I will say I bought so much stuff during Prime Day. Thankful for some of it. Not thankful for because I literally just bought it because I was like, I could use this and it's on sale.
Yeah.
I have like aisle runners that I can't even use at our church because like it doesn't work with like the pews.
Yes.
And so
that happened to me too.
I just have those. If anybody wants them, let me know. They're pink.
Yeah, it can be easy to just like throw stuff in the cart and buy it, and then you find out it doesn't even work for your venue.
Yeah.
And I am glad that I tried to stay as organized as I could with wedding planning, and thankfully like Jalen's super organized, so she helped me out too. But like I would make lists of like things that I wanted, and then things that like were kind of like things that I really wanted, and then things that were like 50-50, like I would like this but I don't need it on that day. Mm-hmm. And there were things that I had on my list of things that I was like, I want this, and then as we got closer or money was kind of getting spent, I was like, wait, in the grand scheme of things, this isn't that big of a deal. So if you're wedding planning, just try to stay as organized as you can. You don't have to hire a wedding planner. Thankfully my venue, it was included, had like a wedding planner, and then I have Jalen, so I didn't need one, but that
I gave her a binder.
Yes, she did. But that's another thing. If you're not naturally as gifted in that area and you don't have any family or friends that is also gifted in that area, that may be an area that it would be nice to spend money on, because it did help relieve a lot of stress just having everything organized.
I'd definitely say make a list of like priorities, because for me, people would ask me my priority, and genuinely I'd just be like, I just want to have a fun day. Like, whatever. But what turned out to be like the most important to me was my ceremony, like just looking at like the list and everything that I made. So then I ended up just asking like friends for help and doing like other things that weren't as important, so you save money. So don't be afraid to ask people in your lives like that you think would be willing to help, or like even giving your like bridesmaids and groomsmen jobs. I think that's super helpful.
Yeah, because like there were a lot of people even from our church that like when we got engaged, they would just come up and they'd be like, let us know if you need anything on that day. And at first it can kind of feel a little bit overwhelming when you just get engaged and people are already asking you about your wedding and they're like asking where they can help and stuff. But afterwards, like if you have a lot of things that you need help with, like delegate them to people, because people are just so excited for you and they're excited to help in any way. And to you, it may seem like a tedious job and you don't want to be a burden, but to someone else, it could like literally make their day that they can help make your special day amazing. So don't be afraid to ask people. Jalen had asked, what are you most looking forward to?
Getting married.
Yes.
No, my honeymoon.
Yeah.
I am so excited to go on vacation.
Yeah. After everything, it's nice just going.
I just want to leave. I want to get out. Especially, I'll be January. And so I get to go somewhere warm. And I'm off the grid. Yeah. I'm excited to not have any work or like anything. Hunter and I have decided that we're gonna like put on like special things on our do not disturb, so like we're not on our phones that much, just taking pictures. And I'm so excited for that.
Yes. Yeah, that's so something that I'm trying to like really be intentional about too. Like not be on my phone a lot, minus pictures and videos. Like not bringing any work, just being able to relax, because
don't bring any work. I'll do your work for you.
I know. But like in reality, like I was thinking about this too, because we are getting married young and everything. Like we don't know like this season of it just being us is going to be so crucial because work's going to come into play again. Things are going to get crazy. And then you don't know when kids, you know what I mean? You're going to have kids. And then, like, it's just going to be crazy the rest of your life. Oh, you mean, you know what? We don't know. But so I'm just excited to enjoy that day one with Sam. I'm going to try not to worry about anything going on around me. Like, yes, a part of me feels bad because it's like all of your favorite people are going to be in one place and you want to be with them. Exactly. So it's like just focusing on me and Sam.
That's what I told my mom. Was like, oh, you need to go to all the tables. I'm like, I'm not going to any table. If anyone, here's your PSA. If you want to talk to me on my wedding day, don't expect me to come up to you.
Yeah.
I'll be dancing on the dance floor, so come out and dance.
Yeah.
Even at hers. Don't expect me to talk to you.
Yes.
I'll be on the dance floor living it up.
Yeah. Which that's another thing. Like, traditional things that's another thing that can kind of be crazy during wedding planning. Because you look at things that people are like, oh, this happens at a wedding. You do this at a wedding.
In this order.
This time, yeah. Mm-hmm. And maybe it's just our generation, but, like, I know Sam and I would meet and talk with so many people, and we'd be like, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Right? Or my mom, like, we'd go through things and she'd be like, oh, well, traditionally, this is how people walk in or sides. And Sam and I are like, wait, why do we need to do it like that? Like, we can do it whichever way we want. But that can, be another stressful
part. Keep people on their toes. That's what I say, you know? Keep them guessing.
And if you are wedding planning or you know a bride that's getting married, it's their day. They may not do things how you think that they're going to do it. I saw you post something. It was like how to be a good wedding guest.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, please, everyone, literally.
I saved it so then I can post it closer to my wedding too.
Yeah, because it's so true. Like, everyone's weddings are different. They're going to do it however they want to do it. And it's not like it's gone over our heads. Like, it's not like you're like, oh, I didn't think about that. Like, everything's been thought about, so.
And if, like, you don't agree with something, or, like, even, like, we're both doing, like, kind of, like, dress codes, not, like colors, and then, like, the semi-formal formal thing or whatever. Yeah. But, like, if you don't have a dress or something to wear, you don't have to come. If that's the reason that you're not coming to a wedding, like, that's so, like, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah. John goes on a rant.
I'm just saying, like, it's one, like, you can get it at, like, Goodwill.
Yeah. But, yeah, so traditions, like, everyone's gonna do it different, and that was funny. Like, I'm learning, like, I'm not as traditional, and there are things that I'm not.
I'm very traditional.
Yeah, which is funny. We thought it'd be flipped, but, yeah, so things are gonna be a little bit different, but it's fun. And
are you gonna, like, vlog your, like, wedding day or, like, anything then, like, so we can, like, put it out here, like, a behind the scenes?
I think so. I want to, like, do, like, little behind the scenes videos just for Sam and I to have too, and then we'll probably share them. But yeah, I think I want to.
It's so fun.
It's hard though, because, like, I'm trying to find that line between being present, but then also like wanting to like film and record everything.
I can do it.
I think I have you. My job. Yeah, you're like the content girl that like gets all the behind the scenes stuff. Okay. Another person asked just all things wedding.
We're getting married and we're having weddings.
We are. I'm getting married at an estate type vibe. What's your vibe?
I'm getting married at a mill. It's like a brick building.
Mm-hmm. So yes, two very different vibes.
I have two locations.
Yes.
I'm so excited for my church.
3 different vibes if you think about
it. Gorgeous. Wait, let me just talk about my church.
Talk about your church.
So when Hunter and I like got engaged, we both really wanted to get married in a church. That was like the number one important thing. But where we're getting married, like our reception place, no churches. None. 0. And so we would ask and they'd say like, no, we don't do this. You need to have our pastor do it. In that case, it was a female and we don't agree with that. And so I was like, dang, so I had one church left. I hadn't even looked, they didn't have pictures or anything. I just emailed them and they're like, yes. It was so cheap, first of all. And second of all, we went and it's gorgeous. It has the pews, it has like white walls, huge windows on the side. I'm so excited.
So nice. I can't wait.
I literally can't even express to you how excited I am.
The pictures. I can't wait to see the pictures. I'm so excited.
So good. Anyway, I digress.
Yes, so good. Okay. Because I think we answered like everything else about the wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know if there are like specific wedding things people want to know, but you'll see pictures.
What are your colors?
Yes, that is true. What are your colors, Jen?
I call it spring. I have like light colors. The bridesmaids are actually in black and the groomsmen are in black, but the groomsmen have like champagne ties and the bridesmaids are all wearing fun colored shoes.
Yes, I love my shoes. I literally am counting down the days so I can wear my shoes. They're so good. And then my colors are, the girls are split between like a champagne colored dress and then like a rust fall colored dress. Mm-hmm. And then groomsmen are just in like black and white tuxes. Or not tux suits.
Yeah, I was gonna say tux.
Not tux.
That's news to me.
Literally always mix up the difference between that two, but
Hunter just got his tie. I was like, no, and a belt. He was like, oh yeah, I need this, and I was like, yeah, they're getting married in 2 weeks. You need a belt? Yes.
That's another funny thing too. Has Hunter been like pretty involved in your wedding planning, or is he kind of just like letting you do most of the stuff?
So at first he wanted to really be involved, but I think like as we got more into it, he's kind of let go. He's still like been involved. Like he helped make floral pieces with like me and his mom. We did that. But he's kind of like let go of certain parts of it. He still helps when I need it though. Mm-hmm. Like I just ran through like our entrance song or whatever. He was just sitting with me as I was like, okay, and now.
Yeah.
So I was like.
Yeah, that's pretty much been the same for Sam. He's helped out like when I ask him to help out with different things, but he's been pretty
like there's not anything he's like, can I do this? Like,
yeah.
That's not.
Yeah. But yeah, that is funny too, because sometimes like as girls, like we plan everything like months in advance and we like know when we need to get things and things that you get, and then the guys are just like, oh wait, I still have to do this. Yeah. And it's like, okay, 2 weeks away, we can do it.
Amazon is a thing.
Yeah, actually, Amazon's our best friend. This one, you also asked friends being in different seasons, which that is actually such a good one. Mm. That has been something Sam and I have talked through a lot, and we're trying to walk through. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I feel like it's just mostly being intentional with your friendships, especially in different seasons. I feel like going, like, as soon as, like, we're both married, I feel like immediately then we'll be closer. Just because that's like the season you're in, but also like I have friends who are technically like my sisters are in high school or in college, and then I have one who's like dating and then getting married and stuff like that. So it really ranges. What's the gamut like thing people say? Spans the gamut? I don't know. Anyway, that phrase. But I think it's just being intentional, because I've seen so many people like just go off the face of the earth, and I just really don't like that, and it makes me want to like be angry, but I'm trying not to be.
Yeah.
But I think just being intentional. It's hard too though, because there's so many things going on in your schedules now. Like, you know those reels where it's like trying to plan something with your friends, and then you're like, oh, I'm free in 3 months from now on this day at this time, which is so real. I never thought like it would be, but it is.
I know.
And so like even if you do have to plan something 3 months in advance or whatever, I think it's important just to. Or even if your friendship just ends up just being you sending TikTok videos to each other, like that's still a friendship, and you're still like strong. I think Hunter's been a great example of that. Is none of his friends live close to here, and so like he schedules calls with them and stuff like that. And so I think that's just so important. Like he just is so close with these guys, and he talks to them like maybe once a week. Yeah. And so I think it's okay, like as you get older, to recognize that you can still be friends and like best friends with somebody and not talk to them every single day about like the deepest things in the whole world, you know?
Yeah. And I think too, it's like, it's fun to like have friends in different seasons and watch them go through it. Cause like with John and I being kind of like the first people in our friend group to get engaged and get married, it's like everyone's so excited and it's great. Like everyone's excited to like help out, and it's like a really big deal. But it can be hard at times being the first ones. Cause like Sam and I have tried to like remind ourselves of this and stuff, because like everyone's in different seasons. Like she said, we have some friends that are in high school still, so like money's different for everyone, and of course for us, like we have a very tight budget, so it's like sometimes it's hard, like you have to say no to going out with your friends who aren't in the same season that can go spend money on things right now, and you're like, well, we can't really do that as much as we would love to, like we can't right now. So it's kind of just remembering.
That's honestly having the budget, being like, I'm getting married, like I cannot, I'm going to like a fair tomorrow with a bunch of food, and I've literally had to save up for months for it. Yeah. Because like you just can't go out spending money on all these things. But
yeah. And it's nice too, like your like true friends like will realize that, and they'll like be what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
I don't know. They'll understand that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it can be hard too. And it's gonna, like you said, it's gonna change. Like once you're married, like that becomes like
your
main best friend and you're doing life with them. But I think Sam and I like try to remind each other is like there are times like maybe we don't want to go to something that's like because like we're tired or we're stressed or we're having something, but it's like,
but I think that's like the sweetest part about marriage. It's like you can just be like, we just want to stay in, and you can't do that.
Yeah, and then on like the flip side too, it's like we're trying to be like, well, our other friends aren't in the same season, so we still want to be there for them too. Like we're gonna make sure that we, even if we can't show up in the same way, or we can't maybe go to like do this big thing or something, we still want to make sure that we're being intentional, like Jalen said, to keep those relationships strong and like be able to be there for them. So it goes both ways. It's definitely been hard at times. It's been trying to find a balance, but it has been like a sweet time as well too.
You know what else we did that we forgot? Your bachelorette.
Oh yeah, the Bachelorette.
What made me think of it is you talking about money and different people affording things, and that was the hardest part about her Bachelorette.
I know. That's the hardest part about Bachelorettes in general is just like money and trying to figure out like what you can do with all different budgets. But
and it's so hard. Like even like planning a wedding, like I like hotels and whatever. I was like, so everybody owes this much.
Yeah,
like,
so you feel bad sending it.
Like, no, that like that slowly breaks everyone's heart, and you're like, but I was like, I have to pay it too. If that makes anyone feel bad.
Yeah. But yeah, Jill did such a good job at planning my Bachelorette.
Yeah, you enjoyed it?
It was so good.
I was so nervous that you wouldn't enjoy it.
No, it was so good. And again, I didn't have high, not that I didn't have high expectations that she would do good, but I wasn't like hyping it up in my head to where I want this is going to make it the best day ever. It was kind of like what I know whatever Jalen plans is going to be fun and it's going to be great. And I went into it and it like exceeded. Like I was like, oh, okay, we're going to have like a Bachelorette, but like it was like so special. You did really good with like all the little details and making it special. So it was a great weekend. It was great.
I did have corn dogs and I forgot to make
I know, we forgot to make the corn dogs.
We're using them at youth group now.
Okay, good. But yeah, it was fun to we just stayed in. We went out and got like food and stuff and did like a fun little scavenger hunt. But it was nice to just stay in with everyone and just spend time with each other.
Yeah, and like get closer, like all the bridesmaids with Sam's sisters and us, just like we kind of played a game, and that's when all of us kind of like broke our shell. So I'm excited now for like the wedding and like the day before.
Yeah, it was fun to just enjoy time, be chill, have a great time. Yeah. We didn't do anything crazy. We're not one of those crazy Bachelorette girls. But Jail's is coming up.
No, we went to Nashville.
Yeah, no. But I know, I'm so excited for Jalen's too. She has no idea.
40 days or whatever. I don't know.
I know, it's gonna be fun. We have some fun stuff planned. But I'm trying to think. I think there was one more question. It was, how are you preparing for marriage?
I did that one a little bit. Yeah, we talked about that one a lot, I feel like.
Yeah, kind of just your usual stuff.
Are you reading any books?
No.
I've read 2.
No.
I've read 2 books.
Really? I'm proud of you.
Honestly,
that's good. That's good. I think I've been trying to not like feel guilty about that because
no, don't.
No, I know. Not that you're making me feel guilty, but like you see all over, especially like in the like Christian community, people are like, okay, I got engaged. I bought this prayer guide, this Bible study. I'm meeting with these women on how to be a good wife, and I'm like, if I can just do my devos in the morning, like one day a week, like that's a win for me in this season, honestly, as bad as it sounds, because it's been so crazy, it's been so stressful, and I'm trying to like stay calm and relax because like I obviously when you're stressed and stuff, it can affect your health, and like I need to be good for my wedding day.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, so everyone pray for her health,
please, if you're watching this. I need it. But yeah, I'm trying not to get like hard and down on myself for not like doing all of these studies and learning like how to be a good wife, because we are in certain senses, like we did counseling. That was a great way to prepare for marriage. And I think I've been trying to just take time to like reflect in different moments, like we said, even if it's just like if Sam and I are having like a little disagreement or we're talking about something, just sitting there and being like, okay, like I'm gonna be a wife, like I'm gonna be spending my life with this person forever, like how can I like be a better person, like a better partner to him? How can I go about the situation and grow?
How can we should all be asking ourselves.
Yeah, so let's all have a time of reflection.
Right now. Moment of silence. Okay.
I hope you're a better person now.
Yeah, should be.
Yes. But just taking those times to, in the little things, just remember like, okay, how can I grow in this area of my life? I think that's kind of how I'm preparing, is just, I don't know, growing in those different aspects. But yeah, I did go into it with wanting to do a bunch of different studies, and then life just got crazy. But
you should, the Love Languages book is a really easy read. I can get it to you after.
Okay. Yeah.
Easy.
I did like a teen version of that one and I enjoyed it. I've not done the adult one though. I need to upgrade. I'm about to be a married woman.
It's actually really cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Highly recommend.
Look into that one. But yeah. Not too much other than that, I feel like, for prepping for marriage.
Yeah. And then that's our lives. Wait, isn't that like a TikTok sound or something?
And that's our life. I don't know TikTok.
It is. Somebody tell me what it is, because I know it is. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That's one thing. My caterer, I love my caterer. We had a call with him and we were talking about different foods and I was like, I want this but without this. Like it was a smashed potato something, like a loaded smashed potato. I was like, I want this but without this, this, and this. He was like, do you just like want a baked potato bar? And I was like, oh my.
It's an option?
Gosh. It wasn't an option, but he made it an option for me.
That's so
and
good.
Sorry, that's Jaden has Jeff. I have Seth.
Yeah, Jeff and Seth saved our lives.
I love them.
We literally. I'm like, I'm going to write a letter to my vendors after and be like, thank you. You have no idea how much you have like impacted me in this wedding season.
Oh my
like
God.
Truly, you have made my stress levels go down.
You've made my marriage start out in a healthy way.
Oh, I did get my first facial. Wait, what do you think I was gonna say?
I don't know, but you just got really intense, and I was like, oh.
I got my first facial done, and I just want to talk about it for a second because
let's sit and listen.
So, I have never had a facial before. I've never gone to anything like that. I know some girls that's their thing. I was not one of them. So, when I got engaged, I just like started doing some crazy things. One being, I was like, let me go get a facial. Like, is that what people do when they get engaged? So I went. And it was a wild experience, okay? All of you estheticians out there, people that know about facials, I was not prepared. I thought I'd go to this place and I just like, they put like a little face mask on you, like do some like little tools and then you're done. No, I'm in there for like an hour and it's wild. One of my takeaways is it's very relaxing. And I told Sam yesterday, I was like, I think that may be my like thing to go do for myself. Like some girls just go get your nails done every once in a while. Some it's like go shopping, go on like shopping spree. Mine I think is gonna be facials because it is so relaxing. Like I had a really bad day yesterday and then I went and got a facial and I just left like so relaxed. Like it's just what I needed. And it was great. So it is very nice and relaxing. Two, it can hurt so bad. And like the whole experience is relaxing and then at least when like mine, I think she says like she'll do like extractions and stuff. I cannot describe the pain and I just want someone else to get it done so they can like tell me. And I want to know.
Make me want to get it done. Like,
no,
it's so painful.
Well, it's painful because like you know when like you pop a pimple or something.
Yeah.
It hurts a little bit, especially like around your nose.
Yeah.
But they do it like correctly, so like they use the tool and like it gets everything out, so it hurts a little bit more than you just like using like a little tool, your fingers or something. But I want to know if it's what a tattoo feels like because I've been wanting to get a tattoo.
So basically, you want me to go get a facial?
Yeah, this is kind of for Jalen, but I want to know because I want to get a tattoo done, but I've been scared of the pain. And so if this hurts more than what it feels like, because what you guys are telling me a tattoo feels like, this hurts like 10 times more, I feel like, than what a tattoo would feel like.
Girl, I'm so scared now to get a facial.
No, but like, well, I'm also scared of needles. So like, if I can get this done and you're scared of needles, like you could go do it and you'll be fine. But it just feels like someone's taking like a pen or pencil or something and just like pushing as hard as they can into your skin.
That's not what a tattoo feels like.
Okay, so yeah, it does take like me sitting there and like I have to mentally be like, okay, you got this. Like go through the pain, it's gonna be okay.
Can you get a facial without doing that?
Well, yeah, you just wouldn't get like extractions and like they just put like masks on your face.
Okay, I'll do that.
But then
I'll just use a pimple patch.
Yeah. But oh yeah, and then it makes your eyes water because it hits like right where your tear, like you know, like when you get like hit in the face with a ball and you're not crying from the pain, you're crying because it hits that nerve. That's what it does. So like she'll be doing it and I'll feel bad because like my face will like start to like, I don't even know, like well up. I'll just be like my lip will start quivering because it like hits that nerve and I'll start crying with little tears. But I'm loving it. I am. That's my thought on facials.
The way she just got...
I was like, I don't know. I'm only on my second one. The first time, my face did peel for 10 days. So I'm hoping it doesn't this time around. And I feel like my skin looks a lot better. So if you've ever had experience with facials, please let me know because I want to talk about this. I'm still trying to decide if it's like one of those things that like Sam kind of thinks they just like kind of take your money because they're just putting face mist on your face and you're paying for them to do that.
I can see that.
But then other people like swear by it. So I'm only my second one. I'm still figuring it out. But
well,
yeah, that's as far as I've gone for new things that I've tried since getting engaged. So I got a facial. I don't think there's been anything else.
Yeah.
So I just want to talk about that for a second.
Thank you.
It's great though. Don't be scared by the pain. You got this.
Be scared, honestly. Yeah. And if you are scared, just get a tattoo because it hurts less.
Yeah, I know. Maybe I'll get a tattoo.
I've been trying to convince Hunter to get one on our honeymoon.
Hunter?
Maybe I'll come back with a tattoo.
Hunter? I'll allow that. I will. If you're on your honeymoon, you get a tattoo.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get one though, so we'll see.
But anyway. Yeah, I think that's our lives right now. What are we at?
That's our lives.
1 hour. Not too shabby.
Yeah.
For an update. We'll let you know what happens. Maybe, I don't know what's gonna happen. The next time we film this will probably be 2 weeks out from Jalen's wedding.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Actually, no, it'll have to be before because 2 weeks out from my wedding is Christmas.
Okay, it'll be before. A little, yes, it will be, hopefully. We don't know how often we'll be filming these. Yeah. Clearly. We thought we were gonna be doing it more and then
yeah. And it's also like just on a camera audio because we got rid of all our others.
Yeah, we still have it, but like with us not like, doing it as often.
Yeah, it's not really as important of us because we're talking about financial stuff and
yeah. You have to pay to have a podcast if you didn't know. I mean, you could.
There's got to be a way to not, but
yeah, there's definitely ways not, but like to have like all the streaming platforms and everything, and like keep all your stuff online, you have to pay for it, and it was getting to be a lot for not using it as often. So yeah, I do want to get some of like the fun behind the scenes videos, like the wedding one's done. We'll just see when, and then we'll vlog. We'll share some of the wedding day with you.
I thought you said au revoir.
No, au revoir. But yeah. That's our lives.
Yeah. What a life.
What a life.
That's how we ended it.